We're going to do a drawing, and we're going to do something special with this drawing. I'm going to draw a Batman. I'm going to draw Bruce Wayne holding his cape and his cowl. And I think I'm going to draw him relaxed. So we're going to get a Batman who is relaxed, but it's like he just heard something. Okay, he heard something out of the corner of his ear, and so he turns. So he's a 39-year-old man, okay, who has just heard something while he was holding his cape. So he's sort of in a relaxed position, holding his cape, but his head turns as if he just saw something, and he's now instantly on the alert. But he's not fully physically alert. So his body is relaxed and his face is tense. So we're going to try to do that. We're going to try to carry across the message that it's Batman whose body is relaxed, who's just looking at his cowl, okay, and he's relaxed, and his head, however, suddenly has become alert. He hasn't even straightened up yet. He's just relaxed. So although he has bulky muscles, the muscles are in a relaxed position. So the front of him and his spine are relaxed. And he was looking at this thing here. You'll probably recognize this. The cowl. Just kind of looking at it. Put his hand up here. And his hand here. Blocking it out. And his relaxed shoulders are going to connect to his arm, but they're not tensed yet, so we just sort of see him looking pretty powerful, but again relaxed. So he's relaxed, so his stomach is relaxed, and his six-pack is a little bit relaxed, like that. Try to hit that belly button right about there. He's got his exercise pants on. Okay. And this hand comes down here. So we have a relaxed Batman, but still, a little alert. Now his hair swings around a little bit. He just quickly turned his head. Now we know Batman is trim, so we're going to keep him trim. And like all heroes, he's just a little bit squinty-eyed, because heroes are squinty-eyed, as they say. And let's say we're going to light him maybe like that a little bit, and maybe like that a little bit. So we'll just put a little shadow over here. Okay. I'm going to put a little shadow over there, over here, so we're kind of uplighting him a little bit, even though he is relaxed. This is trapezius, as you guys are fond to draw as often as possible. And let's see. Okay, why don't we get a pen brush? Okay. There we go. And we want our heroes to be eagle-eyed, good-looking and eagle-eyed. And Batman is the epitome of that kind of a character. Huh? He's just heard something he doesn't like. Okay. Here's an idea. Why don't we give this drawing away when we finish it? Hmm? I have to talk to Chris about that, but of course, kind of a nice drawing. Now, he's not a 20-year-old, so we'll put a little extra crease in his cheek. He's mature, but not old or even middle-aged. Just a handsome buck who's ready for fighting. You can leave a highlight over here on the edge. That's good. There we go. Of course, when somebody turns their head like that extremely and they have muscle underneath here, the neck tends to bulge because it's going around muscle and ligament and throat. So there's some bulging there. And this goes down like this. And of course you get basically the Adam's apple area, which is a little thicker because that's where the throat goes down into the esophagus. Come to a little bit of the relaxing of the shoulders. neck here. Maybe we could put a little marker on there and give us a little color. Making sure our ears are balanced. They look like they oppose one. I know it's clever, the single stroke shadow. But, you learn that kind of thing. Okay. All right. A flip of hair. There we go. I think we'll, yeah, we can give this drawing away later, but to people who have basically joined the Patreon feed here, whatever this is called. So Patreon subscribers, you can get a shot at this. And I think we'll be announcing it at the neiladamsnut.com site and announcing the winner. So clearly Batman, Bruce Wayne, is very well muscled. But at the same time, he's not tense here. He is in a relaxed, just got out of the shower kind of comfortable situation. And in fact, maybe he did get out of the shower. Put a little drops on him there. Or maybe that's sweat. I'm kind of putting shadows on the top here, which I wouldn't normally do, but I've kind of decided to uplight it this way a little bit. Bicep relaxed, not tightened and knotted. This naturally, your shoulder tends to keep its cup shape. If you are, used to working out, you'll notice that. If you're not, well, it tends to go away as you get older. But there's always a remnant of it there because it's one of the major muscles of the body. But it looks better when you start doing your curls and arm raises, off to the side. Arm raises are good for shoulders, or this area right here. Arm raises are great. Take both, blow them out like that. Now this is pretty relaxed. See this here? You can put some definition in it, but it's not knotted and tight. You notice these striations here. These striations are the muscles attaching to the clavicle. And so you get some separation of muscle there. Because they're not just one muscle. There's muscles that go across this way and then muscles that go this way. Go like that. Hold on a second. Another thing about muscles and how they respond and how they work is the more you learn about them, the more you can see differences in characters, and so all your characters don't look exactly alike. Looking exactly alike is a sin of comic books. They're just so often it's the same body, drawn by the same guy with a different costume on. And this is not a thing that you want to get into. You want to learn to draw different bodies on different people. Superman, for example, is bulkier than Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is an athlete in the real world, so he has to keep his lower torso light and very, very athletic and very stringy in a weird way, so he can run fast. He doesn't need extra bulk on it, and that includes muscles. Sometimes the muscles can add bulk to your body that you don't need there if you're doing something like running. Runners generally have thin legs, but they're tremendously muscular. Bruce Lee had a thin body overall, but tremendously muscular at the same time. Let's put a nice shadow here. There we go. Wrap the shadow around the latissimus dorsi. There we go. So, it's a little concave shadow area here. And then this is the hip. This is the hip bone right there. Right there. And these are the muscles that wrap around it and go down. This is where the love handles usually are, but with Bruce Wayne we see he has not developed that much in the way of love handles because, of course, he is a trapeze artist and an athlete, and he doesn't need any extra stuff there. And from the point of view of exercise, you need just a little, just enough stringy, powerful muscles to be able to do those exercises. Here we're giving him the well-known belly button, which for whatever reason people seem to be forgetting. This too, again, this is the other side of a flattened belly, relaxed. So he's relaxed, relaxed, relaxed. So his body is relaxed. No tension, no real tension, it's just standing there. But again, the tension is, of course, here. Oops, somebody's coming. Shadow here. Kind of forgot that. There we go. He's a man, so he has hair. Now, most of these muscles in relaxed position, you really don't see a lot of differentiation. When you start to move your fingers, you see how what happens here? Okay. Okay. It just, let me see. Okay. And though the muscles kind of go up and down, they pass each other. So in this case, we're not trying to overemphasize a lot of musculature. We're just trying to show a relaxed body, something to chill and be comfortable. And let me see if we What do you know? We know what he's been doing. Well, no, because I'm going to throw some color on. So now we're just going to do the cape hanging down. There we go. Good shadowing. Okay. So we've gotten across the message as much as possible. We're using the various things that we've spoken about to show that he was standing there relaxed and he heard something, and he's now turning his head in the direction of the hearing. And he has not yet tensed up his body or done anything odd. He's just poised like a Bruce Wayne that he is. We'll put his gym pants on. There we go. Okay. And I'll spin this out just a little bit more. And I'm going to put a signature on it. Now I'm going to run an eraser over it. Okay. Get most of the stuff off. I'm going to put a little hair on his chest and on his arms because he seems a little bereft of hair. Here's some musculature that he really needs. And then we'll have hair, a little hair here. And no, he doesn't shave his arms or his chest. He just has hair like a regular guy. Not everybody does have hair, but apparently Bruce does. And we'll get some hair on his chest and a little curly hair. Girls kind of like it. If they don't like it, guys shave it off. You know what it is. And if hair, of course, is thin, you don't want to make him look like he's got a big patch of Sasquatch hair. So No, we don't want Sasquatch here. Sasquatch. Just want a nice coating of chest hair. There we go. I don't think we need the back hair or any of that stuff. Okay. And maybe we can find a couple of markers to a little something here. Yeah. Let's see what we have. 20% warm gray. Warm gray is good for flesh if you're just going to do a gray. It's good. Percent. Pleasant. There we go. That's good. And we're just throwing a little modeling color on here. We'll throw a few shadows on it a little bit. Would be the light end of the modeling. I guess we gotta take some more of these lines off. There we go. A lot of lead on here. There we go. I'll go a little darker if I can find a darker one. Get it here. 30%. That's a good one. Go in here. Throw a shadow, a little bit of a shadow over here from the cape. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. While not clenched, we do want to see a little dimensionality to his muscles, but not extreme in any way. some shadows. Over 40%. Okay. I'll throw this over here. Okay. Shadow over here. This is our base coat for Batman's cowl. Right here is, as I said, the base coat for his cowl, which is darker. And we'll just put a little coating of this on, and then we'll go into it with a darker marker. If we need any highlights on them. Bad costume. Maybe this over here. Put some color in his hair. Okay, a little darker now. What do we have here? Okay, that should do it. That's pretty dark. Is that too dark? I don't know. A little dark. There we go. Kind of like that. That's nice. Texture over here. Flair to this. a little white paint, add a little bit of flair. Go. Relaxed anatomy, not tense, not some bodybuilder pose, but about to become tense because he's noticed something just off screen, and he's going to probably go and check out and see what it's going to be. So what we'll do is, you know what, we're going to give this away to members of Patreon. A member of Patreon will choose it by, I guess we'll put your names in a box, or maybe you should just, but you know, we'll let you know what we're going to do. I think you have to sort of okay, there you go. I think we're done. So we'll be announcing it.